Sinton and Calallen, it's become one of the top rivalries in the Coastal Bend because we get it every year. Part 1 saw number 1 versus number 2 in Laredo. Part 2 saw a swimming pool celebration. Well, Part 3 comes a little bit earlier in the playoffs than the first two parts. Sinton has defeated Calallen in each of the last two playoffs, but those were in region final games where they shot at state on the line. Now, due mostly to redistricting, has Sinton playing local teams earlier on. Either way, the defending 4A state champs knew there was a chance they'd eventually see Calallen yet again, so whether it's late or early in the playoffs, they expect another hard-fought matchup, this time as a best-of-3 series.
You don't think about last year, we got a new team this year, so we got to go out there and, keep competing, keep playing with a bunch of fire underneath us and just go out there and have some fun.
Everybody brings good energy, especially their side, so their side's pretty loud usually. I'm looking forward to, competing this week, so it should be fun.
Sometimes when you get redistricted, and we were in District 26 the last 2 years, and when we jumped up to 30, that there was going to be an opportunity for us to stay local in round 2, and lo and behold, it's the Calallen Wildcats. So, we're excited. I think everybody in the right frame of mind that follows baseball in general in South Texas is excited for the matchup.
Now, from the Calallen side, you think, hey, maybe the Cats have a chip on their shoulder, right? Getting sent home by the Pirates the last 2 years. But for Calallen, it's a largely new roster, at least a starting lineup. Only a couple of guys back from that team last year. So Coach Steve Chapman says it's an eager group ready to prove themselves against top competition this week.
We've got a very young team, and it's we came back had basically two starters coming back from last year's team, but this team has risen to the occasion and had something to prove all year long, and we're still in that mode.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We get to play them more than once this time for sure. So if we go down one, we always have a chance, unlike the last 2 years. So that will be a little different. But we'll go out there, have fun, do what we got to do to go out there.
It didn't mean a lot. It would really boost our hopes up, and just we'll work harder from there.
And it's a rare home and home between the two after they either played at Whataburger Field or at least tried to 2 years ago. Now that series starts in Sinton Thursday, 7 o'clock game 1, then heads to Calallen Friday at 7 o'clock game 2. If needed, Saturday game 3 is to be determined, and they both announced they were selling tickets at the gate. They opened 2 hours early both games, so get there early. Obviously not as much seating as at Whataburger Field.